Hi, I'm Ellie from crystallinks.com. It's Tuesday, February 14th, 2017. Today I just want to share something with you that a lot of people have been talking to me about, so I thought I would just mention it. As you know, we live in physical reality, and physical reality has one main function and purpose, and that's emotions. Usually we understand our emotions because they occur at a time when an event is happening, be it a positive or a negative event, but something is happening, it touches us, and our body reacts. It could react with goose pimples, it could react with anxiety, it could react with a giggle that you don't know where it comes from, it could react in many different ways. That's the normal way of doing things, but then there are the times when you react and have this feeling of dread or foreboding, or you don't even know how to explain it, and nothing's really going on in your life. Everything is well in the world. Your day is as normal as it's going to get. Okay, some of you have crazy days. Let's say everything is good on that particular day, and yet you've got this deja vu. You've got this sense, this feeling of something is going to happen. I don't know what. This something could be specific to you, to your family, to your friends, to your community, to where you live, to the world at large, or even beyond. But you're emotionally reacting because this is the emotional playground, okay? So that's why you're feeling what you're feeling. Now, to understand why you feel things, sense things before they happen, is to keep it very simple and just to understand that we are a consciousness hologram. It is comprised of consciousness grids which are intertwined with each other. Sometimes the hologram reboots. It's the deja vu feeling. It's you reacting to something emotionally and you don't know why, because it's already happened. And the hologram itself has looped or rebooted, or some people call it a hiccup. It doesn't really matter. It just means that the grids themselves have repeated something, okay? Who decides how it decides? Who knows? It's like I see events happening all the time, and I say, is this a reboot? Was it really supposed to happen this way? Why do some people remember that it was supposed to happen another way? But let's stick to this feeling of something has happened or will happen, and you experience it internally. To do that is really to understand, it's very, very simple. The consciousness grids are multi-dimensional. Everything about you except your physical body here is multi-dimensional, and you are experiencing something that is going to happen because your consciousness mind has time traveled, if you want to call it that, moved into another grid, had the deja vu, had the time loop. It's had the experience before, or it has seen the experience, and it's kind of preparing you, okay? It's saying, whoa, something is going to happen. Pay attention, a little more so than you normally would within the parameters of your daily life. And so you learn to pay attention to that emotion, to that feeling. It usually doesn't occur in advance of things, but it does, such as major events in the world, the feeling of 9/11 happening, where so many people experience dread and fear that day, and they had not a clue why or where or what caused it. There's so many different ways we can look at these things. When I talk to metaphysical friends, they see it more as emerging our consciousness, or this hologram is either merging into another consciousness, to another sun, whatever it is, the way they explain it. At the end of the day, what's really going on with the bigger picture of things is we are in a holographic illusion. Time is an illusion. This is an illusion. I know I've said this before. That had a beginning, it's coming to the end. And as it comes to the end, the grids are spiking more. You're picking that up emotionally. Okay, the grids that create this illusion are spiking. The feeling of I've been here before is becoming more and more prevalent with a lot of people. Your emotions are going to react many different ways for many different reasons besides those that are obvious to you. And you're just going to have to say, okay, shall I trust my intuitions? Shall I try to sit and analyze every little emotion that comes along? You go through your day. If you're really seriously reacting badly to something, you'll feel panic, you'll feel anxiety. You know how those emotions play out, and you will react to them accordingly. Basically, as this hologram is coming to its closure, and you see it by all the chaos and climate and earth changes and dramas, the dramas are becoming so profound. At this point, we have a president who is causing us to bond together in protest. I mean, never have we seen protests like this. Social media is emotionally charging a lot of people. Some want nothing to do with it. There's just so much going on in the world, but those are for other video blogs. But this particular one, all you have to know and all you have to remember is that when you feel something is coming, something is happening, and everybody is intuitive in that way, whether they know it or not, you just have to wait and see and know that your frequency is raising. We are getting ready to leave this hologram. You are not taking your ego identity. I am not taking Ellie into the collective unconscious. It was her experience here. It was your experience here that was about the emotional concept of reality. That's what we hear about. That's our learning lessons. The average metaphysician will say this is a biogenetic experiment. It is. You can say it's aliens, you can say the hologram created it, you can say there's a God, but that's myth. You can say anything you want as to how we got here, what we're doing here, but at this particular juncture in reality, we are here and we are experiencing, let's call them heightened emotions before events happen. So pay attention to those emotions and see where they take you, see where they play out. Can you control them? Can you change the future? Like if you feel anxiety, can you say, oh, if I can pinpoint what that anxiety is coming from, I can prevent something? No, you can't do that, but you can have heightened awareness, and it opens your intuition and it opens your ability to see that your consciousness is a time traveler. You're a time traveler. We all are. No one's better or worse than others, and that there is so much going on in the physical reality and so much going on outside of it as the illusion of time comes to a close, that I just want you to understand what some of these emotional things are about and how consciousness a little bit ripples through all of it. I don't understand the totality of it. Nobody does. And just be discerning. That's all I really have to say. Thank you.